Yeah, where is everyone tonight?
I don't know how many people are here.
Oh, just usually there's a lot more
Oh, yeah,
people
that's really
chatting
low.
away.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I sent the messages properly, but
Mhm.
thought I did.
Yeah, it's been pretty hard with the Asian session because where I am in Spain, it's like an hour later. So where open would be like 1 o'clock in the morning, my time is now 2 o'clock in the morning. So
Ooh,
I'm having to like do some pretty hefty nights. So that's why I haven't been. That's why I haven't been really on the Asian stream the last couple of days.
that's all good.
Yeah, but I'm coming. I'm back next week, so I'll be back to normal then.
Perfect.
Maybe if there's not a lot of people, we could get like a YouTube discussion going or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe something.
Just gonna like the stream. So do. For some reason, Paul, when I type your name in, you never come up that you're live. I actually have to go onto your profile to see that you're live.
Sometimes it takes a couple minutes, but normally when I get the filter up, or not the filter,
Yeah, like right now it doesn't say you're live at all on my YouTube.
What's up? What's up?
yo yo.
Yo. How's it going?
Pretty good. How's everyone else?
Lovely.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it still doesn't say you're live.
Oh, I got a notification that he was live on my phone. That's why I hopped up. I forgot about today.
Yeah, why is it not coming up? Ah, yeah, it's coming. It's just come up now.
Yeah, I just started it. So, oh wow, already 100 people. Hello, hello. What's up, everyone?
Day for me, but I'm here for the support.
Getting set up. I'll be attentive to the chat. Thumbnail. Forgot to do that today. Getting set up. I'll be attentive to the.
First time met you, I hope you stay in town. Pretty hair, pretty eyes, wish you were by my side. You are the best any girl could ever wanna be. Always nice, always kind, in the back of your own mind. Is it wrong, is it right to think I could reach so high? You're the moon in the sky, maybe I'll run, 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 run. Baby, I'll run, 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 run after you. Baby, I'll run, run, Baby, I'll run after you. When I see you,
What up, Will?
forget the world is happening. I just stop and stare. Your smile so bright makes the sun want to run and hide. I can't believe my find. The impossible is possible in my dreams, and in my dreams you're mine. I look up at the stars at night, think of you, and wonder where do I? Is it wrong? Is it right? Think I could reach so high. You're the moon in the sky. Baby, I'll run. Baby, I'll run after you. Baby, I'll run. Baby, I'll run after you. Through time, through space, my love for you will never fade. Baby, I will hold true. Two worlds apart, how can I get to know you, babe? Why is this space so far? One soul, two hearts, though yours seems many miles apart. But baby, you've got mine. Baby, I'll run. Baby, I'll run after you. Baby, I'll run. Baby, I'll run after you. Baby, I'll run. Baby, I'll run after you. Baby, I'll run.
Yep, yeah, we'll get to the pairs. We do that at 6 o'clock. So we got about 23 minutes and we'll start blasting through those pairs. What up, Nate? Going. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, Paul.
Yo.
I saw your comment on the thread about the New York session, and I went back and I watched. I missed it this morning, so I went back and I watched Raj's stream. Where was the misstep you said you took? I didn't see what you were. I didn't connect what he was saying and then what you had done. What'd you miss?
What did I miss?
Yeah, you were saying F and GJ.
Yeah,
did you miss something
I
you were looking for? Or
I missed everything apparently. Yeah, I have no.
What's the takeaway from that? Like, I just don't know what I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like, what did
Get up earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we died out literally right here.
Right.
And yeah. That was it. I thought we were breaking. I think we broke the previous daily high. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was anticipating we had volume. We were good. We were gonna keep going. Didn't. So.
Okay.
Yep. And then the first trade. What I've been seeing is London goes one way, and then New York will come back and retest that area, and then continue that push. So London pushed us down. We came back, retested, went bearish, came down, and then we came. So yeah, just nothing would go my way.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not asking to put you on the spot. I'm asking to to try to identify, like, what would I potentially be missing too if I misread something or wasn't in recognition of what that certain pattern or what that price is for me, you know?
I mean, if you were waiting for buys, you were probably good.
Is that bottom on the 30? Is that strong enough support for the entry right there? Because of the at the 330 mark. down below.
Up here?
Sorry. No, down in between the 3-hour mark and the 6-hour mark, that support level.
3 hour, 6 hour mark.
Yeah, down to your left.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was nasty support down here. Yeah. But I was anticipating us to get back to here again and then make a decision. Didn't happen.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. What up, Harry?
Thank you.
Yep. Did the same thing. Yeah, they move pretty similar.
Paul,
Yep.
I was gonna say I got a question about a zone that I was having struggle with. So
What
I
up?
have actually 1 second. One. I was gonna say I have so you have a zone drawn down here, right?
Yep.
I also drew one right under here on the 15-minute, like the tiny range it's in.
Okay.
And then I also drew one more down here, so I'm kind of struggling with it because I have like almost too many zones. Would you say that I should eliminate this because we broke it clear up and only focus on the one down here?
Well, which ones do you want to take a trade from? Which one?
Pardon me?
Which zones do you want to trade from?
I would-
Which one of the three is gonna make you the most comfortable and make the most sense?
I mean, a break from here would make sense to me because it's cleaner traffic to the left. While if I just had a zone up here, possibly, there's not much range to the left at all.
Yeah, so there's nothing to do from that one, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, get rid of it. And then for your bottom one, maybe taking it from that zone that's on the screen, middle one. When it comes to that area you think something might happen, maybe just manage it, make it risk-free right away, then see what happens from.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no, I think if we do break that bottom one, we'll head down to that 900. But I think we're gonna be going up. We got clean traffic up to 135, 790, 789. So
Yeah.
I think the upside's really looks a lot better than the downside.
Yeah, I'd rather have it going up too, personally, but you never know. So that's why I have the zones drawn up here, also at the bottom, just in case if it wants to go head down.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think we'll break 900 in Asian, but never know. We've seen in some big moves occasionally.
Yep. Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm 35 for buy stops if you want. Yeah, you could do that. I kind of want to see where this hourly goes. If you notice, we got 3 kind of higher lows. I want to see if we maintain that. But we also have higher or lower highs coming down. We maintain the higher lows. We make higher highs. I think we can maybe sneak an early one in, and depending on this hourly close and how the next one opens, if we maintain the higher lows and we break the highs, I think we'll be good to buy off this support and then anticipate a break. really didn't go anywhere in 2, 4, 6 hours. So we will see. Cizo, that is great. Send a chart and that'll make it even better. I think we're good on news today. We got some yellow folders. 601 and then 650, but I don't think that's gonna do too much. Never really does. But we'll see what happens. As Zafar. Yeah, that makes sense. Only thing is, Asian doesn't typically move like this. So the move could be here to here, or it could be here, like here up to here. Like right at open, we get the burst of volume, we push, and then we'll kind of trickle our way down, and then it'll range its way up, maybe. But you probably don't want to be buying if ranging its way up. So I would just make sure you got a plan if we do see volume and we just start going, how you can try to jump in on that here if that's what you want to do. So yeah, just be prepared for whatever, for a couple scenarios on how things could happen. So if it happens, kind of got a plan already on what you want to do. Still take an intelligent entry. If it's different, the ideal plan you would like it to be. You could say, if this happens, you're going to do this, but if it does this and I can have this, then I'll do this kind of thing. So like if it just starts pushing and breaks here and your stop loss is good, maybe you jump in while it's still moving before a close. Or if the stop loss is too big, then you wait for the close and then or maybe you start breaking here, you look to 134.79. Yeah, so we have clean traffic from here up to here on the 1 hour and the 30-minute. It's just one candle up, and then our next area would be up here if we break this. So yeah, I just didn't want to, because I had to go into the past, I just marked a line so it would come across this where we're at now, like some wicks up to like here, but this is where the bodies stop. Yep, this is GJ. In about 10-15 minutes, we're gonna go through other pairs. There's some possibilities for the night. Catch another good session. Would I consider the last bullish candle confirmation we could be going up? I mean, I think we could be going up. Is there a ton of confirmation right now besides one bullish hourly candle? Or not really. But I mean, if you got your stop under here or under here, and you're looking like a longer play up to here, guess you got to go with what you're feeling. I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation in terms of just highs, because we haven't really 1, 2, 3, 4 hours we haven't created any new high. That's kind of what I'm waiting for, and then we can kind of catch this off of support, go up. Why don't I? Not for me. I only do GJ. That's just what I like GJ pretty well most of the time. But we'll go over pairs shortly. $35, $6. Nope, I see one up. So I'm focused on, concerned about this stuff relevant. How I would plan a swing trade, if I were to swing, I'd probably do the 2-hour or the 4-hour, and just do the same thing we do on the 30-minute. Once a high is broken or a low is broken at support or resistance, look to take the new low, stop on the candle, and target. So like maybe here, take a sell once we break here, stop loss here, target here or somewhere in these wicks maybe. Then here, once we got support formed, if it's support, because technically we closed underneath, but if this is resistance, we respect the high and we break the low. We didn't, broke the high, stop loss, target up here. I mean, that's how I would look to the higher time frames. Exactly what I do on the 30-minute. So speaking of the 2-hour, yeah, we need to get above this low. Above this low guy.
Yo, what's up?
What?
What's up?
Hey, it was just really quiet.
That first support line that you have, what made you place that there?
This one? Or down here?
Yeah, that first one, yeah.
The one my mouse is on?
Yeah, that one.
Just we got kind of like a clean move here, ideally. And if we do fall from here, we should fall to here. It's kind of like the candle thing we went over. We follow it. Reaction. So
Okay, got it.
maybe some sort of reaction here. That would be the plan. Yeah, around there. I think that if we get above here, I think we're definitely going to see this area tapped. Nope, Baba, I have no idea. Hi, Vaughn. What's going on? Yeah, kind of what I'm looking at. I like that break if we get out of here and kind of make some new highs with these higher lows. Kind of be driving off of support. Have like a better protected stop loss. And then a good entry. So I kind of like the riskier trade just because you can have a better, safer stop loss.
Yo.
What up, D-boy?
What's up? What's up, people?
Yo,
Sound
bro.
tired, bro?
Me?
Mm.
Oh, I'm good.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. I see H is in there.
Yes,
happening, bro?
sir. I swear,
How's
every time you
everyone
come in here,
doing?
my mood just like it just gets better. I don't know why. You got some sort of special British energy or whatever, but
Yo, I thought you were
Man.
gonna say every time you come in there, my mood just goes like it hits the floor. I said, "Oh shit!"
no, that it was like a good like you take a deep sigh, or not sigh, but like you take a breath and it's like refreshing.
That's what I like to hear, man. Thank you, my brother.
That was a compliment. If it was an insult, message you directly. Or I wouldn't have said anything because I do enjoy living, and I want to keep
hear
it that
you.
way.
Look,
So
I told you, I will fly over there.
yeah, I believe.
Yeah, I definitely will be flying over there.
I mean, I'm not scared, but I'm also
Yeah, of course not. You're a big guy.
But I'm not.
I get it.
I'm not stupid either. I know not to fight someone who's boxing or who has been
I get it. I mean,
a professional boxer.
Yo, you know the craziest thing, Paul. You know, I always tell people, and this is for everyone out there in the chat as well. Listen, see all those big guys. There's only one place you cannot put muscle. That's on your chin.
Joke's on you. They got a little jaw little muscle thing. Train your jaw and get your jaw super.
Yeah. Well, I knew Tyson used to, weights on the neck, but I ain't really seen too much guys put muscle on their chin. So when they get hit, they go to sleep just like the others. But yeah, good evening, everybody, man.
E-boy.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Do you mean young H or old H?
Nah, both, man. I see young H and old H in there, man. I got you, man. Don't worry, man.
Yeah, you already know.
You ain't even old, my brother, man. You just getting on, but you ain't old. Yo, what's up, VJ? I see you in there as well.
I mean, maybe VJ could take you. She's been training martial arts, so maybe D-Boy's got some competition.
Yeah, but we'll do the Conor McGregor thing. We'll just stand up and punch. I won't punch a woman, of course, so it wouldn't be fair. It ain't right. All right, man. What you saying, Clay? I see you in there, Curtis. Georgia, where's Tayo?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, we're good, man. Good.
Yeah, someone in the chat said everyone has a plan till they get hit in the mouth.
Told you.
Fair enough.
Or they get hit and they nod even though nobody asked them a question. That's the funniest.
Good, man.
What up, Clay?
How we looking tonight? What's it looking like?
I'm leaning towards
Ranging.
buys, but
Absolutely.
it's looking a little sideways right now. I'm kind of just watching the hourly candles, seeing which way we're making highs and lows to kind of where our momentum lies. Yeah.
Yeah, started ranging from a couple of hours ago. I was like, yeah, this like nothing's going on there.
Yeah, I kind of like it if we break this previous hourly because then that'll have been 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 hours of lower highs, and then this one giving us a higher high. Makes me think that's where we're going to go, is up.
Okay.
And then we would kind of be buying off of the support, and then anticipating more so the break.
Breakthrough, yeah. I'm
Due
with you.
to higher lows and higher highs, yeah.
Okay.
Google
Alright.
moderator team. Uh-oh.
I'm here for now anyway.
There's a Google moderator team that...
Which is what? What is that?
I don't know. I've never seen that. It says, Matthias posted a message. It said, message deleted by Google moderator. So I don't know if that's automated. I would assume it would be. I highly doubt they have a Google person coming out in everyone's stream.
Yo, that's crazy.
Subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Long way.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be in the background for now.
Hi.
Hey, Paul, did you just gain 9,000 subs since yesterday?
Very funny.
Is that right?
I pay attention to
No,
that
not
way.
9,000. I'm sorry. 900.
900. Why? Where do
Yeah,
you...
yesterday your sub said 7.14. Now on my screen it says 7.23.
No, mine's
Was my iPad on steroids or something?
Oh. Maybe we did, because this, right before the stream, it said 7,090. And that was 15 minutes ago. I think this is glitching. This number's been tweaking for a few days. This number has said, it said 7,000 like 3 or 4 times. And then it would be back at 6,900. So, I think this is glitching, but if not, sweet. Roll with it. I ain't gonna complain.
But yes, your iPad is on steroids.
Don't judge his iPad. His iPad can make its own life decision.
It's clearly flexing in the wrong way.
Yeah, I think it wasn't 900. I think it would have been like 190. Cause yeah, 7.2. That's only like 100, like a 200 difference. The math is off, fam.
The fact that it's flexing at all is pretty scary, though.
Wrong ass iPad. What up, Skylight? How's it going? Oh, okay. We hit 6 o'clock. I guess we'll start checking out other pairs. I'm gonna quick. Okay. This. Yeah, so my MT4 does not have a top wick on this hourly. 357. Wick is that? That would be that wick. Okay. Yeah, that's possible, Joel. I think that's very possible. Bali. Yep, we do have syrup again today. Is Low Assad. Yep, I see lots of I thinks. Let's send some charts, some ideas, and some plans. That will be much better than I thinks. Looks like gold did form that support and push up. Yeah, I think sticking with one pair to learn it is a really good idea. Yeah, on GJ, I am actually looking at the break of that previous hourly with stop loss on the previous hourly candle, with the idea that that hourly will continue to make higher highs and higher lows, break through resistance, and push to the upside. What up, Jay? Session literally has 30-minute. Kind of like this, maybe. Take a buy off of support here. Stop loss underneath. Kind of your play, whatever you feel makes sense. Get above this bearish candle though. Should get up into this area, but definitely a better trade once you're kind of out of this area. So we could maybe fall to support, maybe here, somewhere in here. Maybe look to secure something here, and then maybe leave your runner kind of to go into this area here. So 40 pips, maybe 50, 60 on the runner. I think if you break above this bearish one though, you got 15, 16 pips up to there, but you got to figure out if you want to trade in this area. Maybe you wait for a close above here for a better, cleaner trade. 30 pips. So that's what I see for gold, but you really gotta figure out what you're willing to take. Yep, and a chart. kind of like that hourly idea. Because we have lower, 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 higher, higher, higher. If we get higher again, break, we'll push up to here, and then that's where open will take us up if we don't run beforehand. But this does just look like we're trying to, like we're going to just continue filling. Power.
So Paul, I'm looking at if we can get a break above 135, 320 area.
Yep, I got mine at 323.
Yeah, 323. I just wanted to round it down.
Yep, yeah, that's where my
Does
MT4 has the hourly.
Yep.
About a 14 pip stop.
I do think as well, like I was saying, if say we do just run up to 135, 406, that other resistance, based on the higher time frames, beyond that, if we can break that level, we are really clean. So I'd like to see if we can set up above there, but maybe we're not going to do it in Asian. We'll see, because there's certainly quite a small range for buys. It's only about 9 pips up to 135, 410. So it's we'll have to see if we can push a little bit further.
So as soon as my MT4 breaks, if we break, I'm gonna jump in it. About a 10 pip stop. I think I got the stop like down here. Just because then if it does go up and pull back, I can minimize it here. If we get a second trade, make that count. That's up to you, Josh. Stop loss, I would say yes. Always. Take profit, up to you. I think it is. I am not sure. You can ask Harrison what.
Sorry?
What's your Instagram?
Oh, what's my Instagram?
Yeah.
What for is it for someone or?
Yeah, you can just type it in the YouTube chat. Some guys asked 3 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it now.
No problems. Yeah. Good luck. Patrick, yeah, I'll be entering on my MT4 break of the hourly. The TradingView already did it. My MT4 looks much different, so I always trade the breaks on MT4, not TradingView. Yep. I think that looks good. Just be aware of what could happen at Asian Open if it just pushes and it just goes without a retest. Make sure you have a plan to either sit on your hands for that or how you're going to look to enter and catch that. So took this based on what the hourly candles are doing, with the idea that since we're breaking up, we should break through this resistance here and push to the upside. See what happens. Just put a 10 pip stop on it. Just that way, if it does reverse, I can minimize some stuff here. Worst case scenario. Manage that as we go. If we get some volume, maybe we push up. If there's less volume, maybe we kind of inch our way up. Red 1.5. EJ looks to be pushing up. EJ's got really go up. It's check out the 30. Up to here. It's coming off of pretty good support right here. Maybe Jay pushes up to 740 area. Actual entry in MT4 is 347. And if we look at it on the 4 hour, like it's coming into this bearish candle here. So ideally you would need something to get above there to further that move, that wick fill. That would be your next target. So I think as long as you do get above here, you should be good to come up to that wick. If you do hold here, then maybe it's going to stay in this mess and fall back down kind of in here. The 1 hour. Yeah, it just looks like a higher high and a higher low, and now we'll go up and test up there. I think the higher time frame looks good to push up on EJ. Yay. Yeah, I would stay away from day to night unless you get underneath like 80307 area, maybe. But then again, you're only good down to here, so I would stay away from GA for the night. UJ also looks to be going up. Seems that the JPY pairs are all pushing to the upside at the moment. Maybe we see some sort of push. And maybe we can see a deep price hit up there. Again, just driving off of support here. 30 minute. Yeah, so 30 minutes coming into this little distance here. What happens there? If you get above there, price can definitely get up in this area here. That'd be a nice 12, 13 pip trade. Be a good one. Yeah, if you can't close above here and stay above and push up, then you should fall back to support at 107, 200 area. Check out AJ. AJ also going up. Like it's got clean traffic up to this area. Maybe some reaction from here. That looks pretty good. AUD USD.
Every time that you say you're leaving, you know there's nothing I'd rather do than walk down the road and
Alright, I'll open up the mic filter a little bit.
whenever I'm gone a while, I can't help but miss your smile and wish that I was back home. I wish that I was still home with you.
Should be good now. Opened it up a little bit. Same thing, AUD USD again. Looks like we're pushing up to this level here.
Yeah, Ryan, I can't pull up charts. Ryan keeps wanting to do a gold, to do his gold, and I can't pull him up, Ryan. So I can't help you there.
Yeah, no, I just did gold, but we'll get to gold again as well. A little bit. Yeah, so AUD USD looks like we're going up to this area, maybe a potential wick fill. Again, gotta see what happens up here. USD. Got some background noise, Clay. Yeah, Florida, I am in a GJ buy. NZD USD looks like it's kind of stuck in this area. So if you can get underneath here or even underneath this wick, we're kind of jumping in while the candle's still moving. If your stop loss is good and you break here, I do think we'll see this wick fill. And then we'll see a push towards support down here. Would be my plan for that. DJ also going up. Little area here. But if we make higher highs and higher lows, we will break through that. Get up into this area here. Hourly. Kind of looks like we're pushing up on the hourly as well. Again, maybe we target this wick fill and then leave a runner. But be careful of what happens up in this area here. 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour looks good to fill the wick and get up into here. So yeah, 4 hour you could probably have a runner if we can get up there. That 79, 510 area. That would look good for CJ. Like GJ is pushing up a little bit as well. EA. A, maybe catch something off of the reaction we get from here, either down to this support here, or if you do go bullish here and start to make higher highs and higher lows, maybe you take it back up to your resistance area. 2 hour, yeah, if it breaks this low, I think we're definitely going to see, we could see price fall down to this area here, as these kind of came up pretty nice on the higher time frame, so these should fall down here, and if we get some good volume, maybe we'll push down. Looks like the AUD pairs are strong tonight. The NZ. About the 30. Yeah, I mean, we got some clean traffic if we get above here. I think with this pair, if we can see price getting above here, maybe closing above here, and then making higher highs and higher lows, I think we can into this area get tapped into as we look left, going up nice. So ideally, if we can get above here, we should get into this area here. Last one to our NZ. I did a nasty little fake out last night. Again, same thing. A lot of these pairs look the same. They're either coming into a resistance, they're at resistance. So gotta see how we react here. Get highs above here with higher lows. Probably anticipate a break here, then a push back into this area, and maybe just manage as you tap into this area, and have your runner kind of push up into there. Just make sure we don't tap here, and then it comes back and new money. Gotta just possible issue. Gotta just manage it as it comes into it. Like GJ is trying to push up. I think if we can get above here, we should be good up into this area here. Want to hit gold real quick? Blade, do you want to do gold real quick? If you do get under here, though, you can get a nice move, and that's
yeah. If you
quality,
want to, that Ryan had a chart I think he wanted you to pull up.
He had a chart he wanted pulled up.
We like to cater to. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Is HFX in buys? I don't think so. I don't know. Why is my stop loss? I just wanted to give it some more breathing room as it's early in the session. I didn't want to get caught out by anything, so a little safer. Still 10 pips. So delayed. If we do start reversing, I can minimize this and make this loss smaller. So 10 pips, still a pretty good stop loss. But if I started my stop loss with it here, then I can't do any minimizing, and I figured I'll give it 3 extra pips. That way, if it does start to go against me, I can make this a smaller loss and then capitalize on the next trade.
Yo, Harrison.
Yo, bro.
Oh, what's up, man? You good?
Yeah, how you doing?
Fine, man. You in the buys, yeah?
No, I'm not in buys yet, no.
You trying to trade outside this range, right?
Yeah. I'm looking. I was looking at buys, but I think the only thing is it's not a big enough range to take a buy up to 135 for 10, really. So I think a better buy will be above that area, personally, because then we're going to get a better range, better risk to reward if we're gonna, because we might come up and reject to this level because price hasn't got higher than this since the start of the week. Are we going to come up and break that in the Asian session? I'm not sure. Could do, but you know, in terms of volume, I'm not sure. So unless we break above there, I think I'm gonna probably sit this one out.
Yeah. I think it's still quite bullish. We'll see.
Yeah, I definitely think if this candle flips bullish and comes up and breaks the high, then we're definitely continuing up to 135, 410 sort of area.
You know, I'll tell you
So
something.
it's definitely a 1-to-1. If this candle stays how it is, it's definitely a 1-to-1 entry point there. But for me, I'm not going to take it.
I think it breaks the high this time.
Yeah, if it breaks the high of the previous 30 minutes going up, that's what normally happens before Asian Open. Like the last 30-minute candle shows the direction. I've called that quite a lot of times now.
Wow, we're already 30 minutes till open. That was time just flies.
Well, it's the same pattern. It's the same patterns, right? If you look at again on the 1 hour on GJ, it's the same patterns. The tails are higher than ones before, and until that pattern changes, I think it comes up and breaks the 135.45 area.
Hey,
hourly was what I was looking at for this idea.
Clay, you know, this thing works after you set it, like when the tail is bigger than the actual candle, for every pair that works, and nearly every time frame as well.
I've tested it on every currency, every stock you can think of, everything, and I've gotten it to where it's about 85% accurate.
Yeah, we'll see. I liked it, so I took it. Good hating.
No one's hating, man. We're all in it together, right?
And I think gold is just buy every dip again, right?
Gold is in such a no man's land now. I don't really know what to do with it anymore. I'm still in my buys from 1776, so I don't really care what it does. But yeah, I would imagine buy every dip because now the next target is that 1913 area. There's no resistance up until there.
Gotcha. Yep. So we went over the zones. So maybe just look to see what you're comfortable taking near those areas.
So your next support area would be, if I'm looking at the daily right now. I don't need to do that. It would be 1789 from July 1st. If you look at the 4-hour chart from July 1st, it would be 1789 would be your next pullback area.
Gotcha.
And I honestly wouldn't do anything until then, because we're in such uncharted territory right now. I wouldn't do anything. I would find other pairs to trade right now.
Like GJ.
Yeah, and hats off to remember when we were talking about he's setting his alarms last night. Hopefully he got his alarm at 134.60 because it hit right there, and that's where I got to buy in at 134.67. So
yeah, it fell exactly what we mapped out and then pushed up from there.
Yep.
Yep.
And it gave you the 1 hour candle you're looking for. It gave you the tail longer than the body, and that's where I got in and still in. So
we'll see how this one plays out. If it starts to pull back and retrace that 30-minute that just closed, then I'm going to close it early if it breaks the low, and then it'll be a smaller loss than what I originally risked. That was the idea on the bigger stop loss for that.
That would be me, Samuel. Someone's asked who's the guy talking about holding buys from 1776. That's me.
Yep,
and I actually have buys in from 1620 and even lower. So I still remember the first day you did this, Paul.
Been what, six months now?
Has it been? And it's the same. It's the same thing. It's been the same thing every time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just buy. It's been that for months.
6 or 7 months, I think. I think it's.
Has it been that long now?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're doing a hell of a job, man. I'm proud of you. Not that you need my approval, you don't, but you're doing a hell of a job.
It will play out.
You're in a buy. I wasn't paying attention earlier. You're in a buy, right? Or you're gonna sell?
I'm gonna buy.
Okay. And where's your buy at?
Range.
135, 347.
347. Okay.
Oh, you entered a buy in a range?
It broke the high, bro.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Look at the hourly.
I do, so I'm like listening to you guys and looking over, even at the news and stuff too. Let's see what happens.
And this is what it's been doing every single day. It just looks a little different. I mean, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of lower lows, 1, 2, 3 hours of higher highs or higher lows. So when we broke the high, thought we were going up, and then I gave it a little extra room to breathe. So
good stuff. Good stuff.
Abraham Mohammed said, from what lot size? Dollar lots on each of my positions on gold. So each position I have is a $1 lot size.
yep, exactly. Yeah, and if the 1 hour stays bullish, I think that was the idea, is that making higher lows, now we're breaking highs, kind of driving off of this support, it seems. So unless this is a fake out, as long as we stay above here, I think we're going to be good to pushing up.
So this will be the third time, if I'm looking at the hour chart, it'll be the third time testing. If it goes up to that 135.45 area, it tested it twice and it's bounced off that. And remember what we talked about, every time that happens, the third time it gets weaker, the fourth time it gets weaker, the fifth time it gets weaker. Every time it comes up and touches that, that gets weaker. I anticipate that if it goes up there again, we will break.
135, 400?
Yeah, 45 on my chart, 40, 45, whatever, wherever it is.
In there.
Somewhere in that range. But if it pushes up this time, I believe it breaks that. That level is getting weaker and weaker every time it touches it.
I mean, everything's so bullish too. It just.
Yep.
We're not gonna anticipate price to come down when everything is so bullish. That's kind of ass backwards. That's like trying to call tops and bottoms. I'd rather just go with where we're going, and right now, look, we'll start on the weekly. Granted, the weekly for right now it's bullish, but kind of irrelevant for scalping 10 pips. But again, bullish, daily bullish, 4 hour bullish, 2 hour bullish, bullish, and 30-minute has made a wick, and it's currently bearish. So I think the buys.
But you say that the weekly is irrelevant scalping, and I think I disagree with that a little bit. I think it's always relevant. You just have to time it better, right? If you're scalping for 10 pips, you just have to time the entries better. But I think if you time it right, the higher time frames usually win out, right, in the long run.
Irrelevant might have been the wrong word, but in terms
I got you.
of jumping into a trade and actually execute one,
right?
The color of the week, obviously, if it's bullish, great, but I mean, it doesn't really matter for your entries if you're trying to get.
Right, but the more information you have that aligns with what you're looking to do, the better chance, the higher probability the trade plays out.
Yeah, I mean, the weekly being bullish is a good thing,
right.
But in terms of this specific trade, I think the daily down is more relevant.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Maybe even just the 4 hour.
Yeah, even the 4 hour looks good too. So we'll see what happens. Asian Open sometimes has its own agenda.
I was just pretty happy this morning to wake up to gold finally popping above 1800. So
Rabbi, it was based on individual candles, so it has nothing to do with structure. And the idea is, if that's a resistance, why are we making higher highs and higher lows? And the answer would be because we're going to break up. If we break up, then the idea worked. If we don't make higher highs and higher lows, then we're not going to break up. TP should be whatever you want it to be. I'm going to hit 1-to-1, go break even, probably secure something, and then go from there. This day, 5 minute, waiting for support to pull back down there.
I don't think your chart's up, Paul. It just shows the stream.
Nope, it's up. It's just delayed a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you do come down there for support, that's good. But then just maybe have a plan for whatever form support a little bit higher and it's not exactly at your area. What up, Keenan?
There we go.
Sounds good, Andy. Is Uncle Red... I don't know an Uncle Red, and I'm assuming you mean Uncle Ted, and no, Uncle Ted is never on this Asian session call. Ted, yeah, no, Ted is not here. Monty might be stopping in one of these days just to say hello, maybe chit chat for a little bit, but no for sure anything.
Yeah, that's just the other old man. He said, no, that's just the other old man.
Yep. We have a few old men here.
Yes.
Older and wiser.
Some days. Some days.
Your Uncle Red.
He's Uncle Red. I like Pitmaster.
Uncle Blue's coming later. Okay, I think I could be down with Uncle Blue.
I could be down with Uncle Football starting soon.
So with GJ,
we're gonna test that. We're gonna get to 135, 45.
What I'm thinking is if we can break these wicks, that's gonna, before open, that's gonna kind of indicate to me that we might have a little bit of volume to then see a little push before open, because these are higher time frame wicks that haven't broken yet. So if we break those, that would tell me that the 4 hour could have a little something something, and we might push up and set up and open near here or above here. But this does just kind of look like a fake out, and then the resistance was in this area. So again, if we get above here, I think we're going to push. As long as we get above here, obviously we don't know if we're going to get above here yet. I think we can see some sort of push up to here, but then we would need some good volume for Asian. So I think if we can catch 15 pips, that'd be a nice trade. The last 15 minutes. See where we go. Yep, 15 closed, kind of weak bearish, but if we can break the high, maybe we pushing up a little bit. Yeah, pre-Asian, it's really hit or miss. Sometimes it runs like crazy, and Asian Open does nothing. Sometimes it does this, and then Asian Open does something. Sometimes it does nothing completely. So when the confirmations are met, regardless of it being slow, the ideas and rules that you trade with will still make sense. It's just gonna be a little slower. You have stops below the 15-minute candle for buys. That's up to you. Again, Asian Open, we know how that reacts. Could break this 30-minute low and then drive up, which would stop you out. Typically, Asian Open, when it's not being difficult, it respects the hourly highs and lows. So definitely, I think that's where a safer stop loss would be if you're going to be in a trade coming into open. That's why I put mine where I did, because I was anticipating the possibility that this might not get to target before open. And if that's the case, I want to make sure I don't just get tapped out and then it continue in my direction. Yep. If you don't like it, don't take it. Pretty sure we bought resistance last night too. That worked out. It was the highs, Omar, but yes. Yeah, the idea was if this is the resistance, then we shouldn't make higher highs and higher lows. So the idea is that once we made continual higher highs and higher lows at this area, that anticipating that break, that resistance. We will get a little push. Like I said, I think if we do get above these wicks, we could see a low pump come in. Yep, I knew what you meant, Omar. I understood. Yep, got that JPY yellow folder, I believe. I actually said I'm not buying the highs or the lows anymore, but since this is possibly breaking through resistance and it did what I wanted it to do to anticipate that move, then that would not be the high. Buying the high would have been buying up here, because this we bought in right here, spread and my MT4 were different. Technically, we bought off of support. If you look at my stop, we're below support. So we could technically argue that both ways. But no, I said I don't want to buy the highs anymore. So that would be like buying here when it breaks up versus waiting for some sort of pullback or selling in this area, which I have not done this week, which is good. So spread on gold, I don't even know. I've never once pulled up a gold chart on MT4 with FTMO, so I have no idea. LMFX, it's typically pretty good. I think it's a pip or so, but yeah, what my spread is right now on gold, I have no idea. Sometimes we get JPY red folders, but I don't think it's too often. Right, Sharma? That's not too too often, correct?
What was the question?
The red folders for JPY and Asian, that's pretty, not very often, is it?
No, you only get that when there's like central bank information coming out. Or anything related to like those interest rates and whatnot.
I feel like I hardly see it.
We have red folder on the 14th, which is the Bank of Japan outlook report, and then the monetary policy statement. So just stuff like that.
Gotcha. Got 8 minutes till open. Can we get 90? We get 89 more likes in 8 minutes.
Hey Paul.
Yep.
What is your spread on FTMO on DJ?
Right now it's 1.2 to 1.7.
My one is getting like 2.5 and stuff.
On your FTMO?
Yeah.
Which one did you go with?
Like 100K. I don't know.
No, which broker?
The FTMO broker.
Oh, that's weird.
I have my IC markets too on another account, which is not FTMO.
Yeah.
And it's like 0.5 spread.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, because I think Gerzat's is the same as mine.
Wow.
Peter, there we go. Peter is thankful for Sharma. Thoughts on EG? Already do EG? Nope, I don't think. Nope, do not do EG. Not an Asian session. What up, Frankie? Ooh, nice. You got it at the bottom down there. Risk free already? Very nice.
Hey, Paul, can I annotate for a second on DJ?
Yep.
On the 1 hour? I can get it. Oh, you know what? What am I doing here? Here we go. Got the 1 hour up.
Yep.
So we're saying cells look better. Let me just hold on a second. Let me make sure. Okay, here we go. Cool. He was saying cells look better, but I think until this pattern changes right here and we start seeing lower highs up here, I'm still going to go with the longer term bias of higher lows doing that until it starts showing that pattern with these coming lower. Does that make sense? So until that happens, I'm still following this pattern here. Cells might work, and I'm not saying they're not going to, but I'm still following the momentum on the 1 hour. The momentum still says up. So anyway.
Yo. How you guys doing?
I would need some confirmation. Anyway, that's it.
What did I miss?
A whole bunch of nothing.
Oh yeah, I had to step away. Apparently, I didn't want to hear the truth, whatever that is. I thought you were talking buys, so.
He says close the buys to minimize your losses. I am so glad that you know exactly what it's going to do and have a crystal ball. That's really good.
Okay. Gate it. Stop is already minimized, so. Minimized before I even took it. Yep, Arfan, we got to show up earlier. We already went through the pairs. Starts at 6 o'clock Central Time. That's when we start breaking down the pairs for the session. So. Tony. Such a smart man. Four-hour did make a higher high, so where we go, but I think as long as our hourly can stay bullish and ideally close above here on the 30-minute, so we can be okay. What up, Phil? 40 more likes a minute. Feel like that's a stretch.
Hey, I got a quick little analysis, and I don't know what you think about it.
Go ahead.
So it's like with the Asian Open volume, right? If with the Asian Open volume for some reason it comes down, right?
Yep.
Would you say like a nice sell? Obviously, I want to give it room because I know Asian Open sometimes actually just wick down. If it breaks the previous hourly low, this one, that it would most likely come down to fill this wick.
Yeah, I think that's a good possibility.
Okay. I just don't want to get caught in, like, I got caught yesterday in the initial volume, so I don't want to get caught in that again.
Oh, could you go on the 15-minute real quick, please? Yeah. All right. Thank you.
There's open, hourly closed right on it, so stop loss was minimized, and we'll see if we break up. Since this did break above here, I think as long as we stay above here, we could see that fill and push up, but what Asian Open has to say about that.
I'm gonna call it a night here.
Hi, bro.
All right then. I'll see you guys later. Yeah.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.
Hopefully we'll see some volume. Hopefully the volume will take us to the upside. What we've been doing the past couple days with kind of the hourly structure of the candles, I think it still makes sense. But if we don't have any volume, then we might not get that push we're looking for.
What concerns me, but it already seems like, you know, the chart is already pricing that in, was the positive JPY news. But that's why I wanted to go on the 15-minute to see like if it's already being priced in, which it seems like it is. But we should see a correction. But anyways, it is the market open, so the first 15 minutes were already out anyways.
Yeah, I mean, yellow folders don't typically a whole lot.
Yeah, but it was close to open, so that's why I was like, I don't know.
Gotcha.
If it breaks this hourly higher, I'll look at a possible entry, because now that we have the Asian Open and like we should have a good amount of volume, it should continue moving up if it breaks a high.
Yeah, I think if we break here, we'll have volume too.
Yeah, so I'll be looking at entry once it breaks the hourly high.
Yeah, this consolidation, I wanted to get out of this little consolidation. The resistance that you have marked, if price breaks past that, retraces, and then goes back up, that's when I'll look for an entry.
Broken the hourly.
Yeah, I got an entry once it broke the hourly high, because it did the bottom. Like if you look drop down the lower time frame, it did the kind of like the FU wick where it wicks below something and then comes up and pulls the opposite way.
Yep.
Yeah, usually when I see that, and it pulls the opposite way, it has a good amount of volume to continue going. But let's see if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
I'd like to see us last through this.
Regardless.
Because it broke a 30-minute low also, and then came up and broke the high. So
yep, kind of like I was saying, we do tend to respect the hourlies for the most part. So hopefully we'll see some volume and push through here. That would be the idea. And if we do push through here, I think there's potential for some good upside as we are in clean traffic. But does Asian have 44 pips of volume? Maybe not.
Waking up inside my bed, looking around at all I have. The only thing missing is what I want. Wipe my eyes and make my bed, brush my teeth and fix my hair, wash my face and put that smile on. When to be and me become so hard, I've walked so many miles with my head at the ground. I forgot the world had clouds. If I could just look up, I see him looking down. I know my grandpa's proud. I am my brother's keeper. I'll be right there for my sister. I know it took me some time, but I'm the man inside my house. I'm better than I think. I'm stronger than I know. I know I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Nights like this with love on my mind. I'm dying to find it when I open my eyes. I know it's there. Maybe I'm just wasting my time, but it never hurts to try.
Kind of our last little possible issue. 60 to 80 pips in Asian session? Not recently. Yeah, we'll see where this 15-minute goes. A little bigger, a little bit more of a pullback than we'd like to see. Yeah, I think I've only seen 80 pips a few times. Asians like maybe 20, 30. Yeah, that was a runner, but you got to remember that also went through London and New York session as well. That wasn't 100 pips in Asian, that was Asian, London, and New York. Yeah, if you're talking GJ lately, more like ranging the past 2 weeks.
All right, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have a good
All right, bro.
session.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't secure anything. Didn't really go anywhere. Yep, most of Asian session is a burst of volume at Asian Open, and then that's kind of it.
I don't think there's much else coming out, like news-wise, during our session. It's just that yellow folder. Usually, like, you know, they don't have impacts or whatever, but very low impact. Actually, they do have impacts, but very low impacts. But it was around open, so in open we see wicks happening anyways, so that's why I said, like, you know, just be careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where it goes. If it does come down and break the current hourly low, my trade will hit stop loss and I'll be out of the trade.
Yeah.
Because if it does come down, come all the way down, I don't think it's gonna come back up. So that's my analysis on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at that entire range, though. I'm like.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I thought we are gonna break out of the range because I know we usually do get wicks, but I thought this was the wick for the Asian Open, and the fact that we created it and then we broke the high, I was like, okay, we're gonna possibly continue going up, breaking this over here to the left.
Yep. Yeah, that made sense. But if we're gonna stay in this little 4-hour day, even though we've closed above 2 times, then it's gonna be like 2 weeks ago or like last week when nothing means anything.
Yeah, if
that high would just be screwing you, and then it would break a low and then stop you out, just go back and forth, so it's out of this mess again.
Yeah, if it doesn't close up here within like the next 30 minutes, so I'll give it into 8:30 or 45 minutes, 8:45, I'll be closing a trade unless it hits stop loss.
Yep, I did minimize mine again to this wick as well.
Because I like the way that I am thinking about the trade. I should see the up move coming very shortly, and if it doesn't, then I don't think it's gonna continue going up.
Yep, yeah, we should see this 30-minute do something.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, I'll be closing. Yep. No matter, even if I'm 1 pip, 2 pips, whatever it is, I'll close.
Yeah, it's always the first 30 minutes of the session anyways. But you gotta, like, that's what I like to stay out of, the first 30 minutes, and then price goes back to, like, doing its normal thing.
I just like to stay out of I know the first 15, but just the wick. I just wanted to see which way it creates a wick. If it's at the top, if it's at the bottom. And usually after it creates like the first wick, and then I know then I'm more confident on which way it's gonna go.
Yeah, makes sense.
And like to me here today, it created the bottom wick first. I was like, okay, I'm more confident that's gonna continue going up.
Yep. Yep. We'll see where we go. I minimized it twice now, so.
Yeah, I stayed out. It's the first 15 minutes of open, and then I give it additional 15 minutes to like calm down, and then do whatever it wants. But
Yep.
if I don't see an entry after this 30-minute close, then no trade session for me.
Yep. Yeah. If this doesn't push up, because it clearly has broken everything and we should be going up, then I see Asian doing nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe drop to here, but
I just don't even want to take a trade in this consolidation right here, the range.
anticipating volume to push us and break it, but
Yeah. I want that push up above the resistance, come back, test it one more time, and then go back up, and that's when I'll take the entry.
gotcha. $30 actually hourly doesn't look that terrible. 30 minutes, like 15 minutes. Yeah. I don't think Sharma plays it too safe. I just think she has she swing trades it, so her entries are always different and her stop losses are always different. That's all. She's just waiting for the higher time frame.
And I always have more pips in mind, so I know where the entry is, I know where the price is gonna go, so I'm waiting for that.
Yep.
I'm not playing it too safe. That's my strategy to ensure that I'm for sure getting profits.
Yep. Who's flying?
Paul, this is a quick question, like just like a topic that if you want to talk about while we wait. It's in relation to like the FTMO. I was gonna say, my question to you is this, and I'll give you my opinion on it after. Is like, since you started your FTMO, right? Do you feel like you almost have less emotions now to the market than before? Like, like your emotions aren't in play as much now.
A little bit, yeah.
Because
I mean, because you don't. Granted, you're not losing anything, but you're still making money at the end of the month. So, like, if you're not doing good, you're gonna make less, which is a little stressful, but obviously not as stressful as losing money. So, yes and no would be my answer.
Okay, because for me, ever since like I started the challenge, I feel like my emotions have like I will almost become like a robot, like in trading, where I don't really have much emotions now. If I do lose, like obviously I'm learning from my losses no matter what, regardless of that. But it's not as like it doesn't mentally mess with me as much than before, because like it's not like my losses technically. You get what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I feel like that's one thing that FTMO does help with if someone is thinking about doing it or wanted a viewpoint on it. I like the 15-minute close.
Yep. AMG like that.
Yeah, I would like for this to pull back.
Heavy pullback. Yeah,
I know you.
5 minute got completely retraced on that breakout. Yeah, I think if we do pull back up, I'll just call it.
I closed a third of my position right now.
Yep, exactly, Frankie. That is correct. And we get one good Asian session, and then we're back to this shit. Jay is loving the range lately. Yeah, I just closed. I'm not gonna watch this thing stick around. Had enough Asian sessions like that. 4 hour. Yep. See what happens. Maybe if we get close under here, but the fact that it's not really respecting highs and lows again, definitely don't want to be a part of that like previous. Well, to be fair, Sharma, that entry smashed Sunday, Monday.
No, I'm not talking about you. I was just talking about some of the comments.
Oh.
But that was a nice way of me saying I have a strategy.
Oh, yeah.
That works.
I mean, this technically didn't hit my stop, but I'm not going to just watch it dance and hope it goes up. The idea was we broke here. We should have moved up. Broke
it's definitely
here.
Going to go up. It's just,
yeah.
Like I said, the first 30 minutes.
Yep.
You got to let it breathe. That's when all the traders in that session have come in.
I'm still in mine. I closed a third of my position earlier. So it didn't break the previous 50-minute low. So I was like, okay, until it breaks it, then I still have some faith in it to continue going up.
Yeah, I don't want to sit in it.
No, makes sense.
Guess we'll see where it goes. Yep, yeah, I closed it early. Not gonna dance around with it. Yep, exactly, Mike. Retest 135, 230. Possibly. Yeah. I mean, it's either not going to do anything or it's waiting for something. But since it broke the highs and it's kind of sitting down underneath here, if anything, maybe we'll just re-enter up here. But the fact that it's breaking highs and now it's coming back and trying to break lows, not very confident in what it's doing.
It didn't break the previous hourly candle, right?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's still good confirmation.
Yeah, it's still good, but knowing Asian session, I don't wanna watch it.
Yeah, you just gotta wait 7 more minutes, and then maybe you will get another good push up.
Yeah, we'll see what the next candle does. But hourly candles are still respected, like you were saying, so still think it's good. It's just, when is it gonna go, kind of thing. Because usually we already have the push for Asian in that first 30 minutes. Yep, exactly, Bauer. Yep. Yeah, my plan was Asian open volume pushes us through, and breaks the highs, and but that didn't happen, so called it a little early on it. Yep, yeah, Marin looking for some buys. We can get some movement for Asian. Hopefully see some buys above here. What up, Black Bull? How's it going? I don't think I've seen you guys yet. How's it going? Got anything coming for GJ tomorrow? No, not really. Ad Friday. Yeah, no. I gotta see what these higher time frames are gonna do. So, if we look at the 15. This just looks awful, in my opinion. 30-minute still looks awful, but not as awful. Hourly looks a little bit better. So, I think if we're gonna catch a good trade, hourly is gonna be our best confirmation, because then we'll be breaking hourly highs and lows on whichever way we do take this, and then that should mean we have some volume to at least push to a target. I will be back in a second. I'm probably going to wait for this hourly close, unless this thing does something spectacular in 4 minutes, but I'm not personally going to hold my breath. So ideally, moving how it is, this hourly should tell us direction. Like I said, unless this 30-minute does something spectacular. I will be back in a few.
I'm going to pop off, everyone. I was just reading some Slack stuff. I was meant to go earlier. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much. Peace out.
and my trade got stopped out.
Yeah, I closed this at like when it was in 1 pip profit. I just didn't like the way it was dancing around.
Yeah. I closed partials earlier, but no, it fully got stopped out. Got a journal.
Baby yoga, but she's looking hella fly. Breastfeeding out in public, catching everybody's eye. With her brand new Orbit stroller and her probiotic smoothie. At Whole Foods checking prices on that tasty vegan sushi. With that Adbusters mag and her artisan toast. She's always shopping local and avoiding GMOs. Scoping out the Lululemon infant line on her phone. Using Amazon Mom, cause she's always on the go. Watching Girls on HBO really takes her back to the Bushwick parties and the vinyl stacks. She misses Cafe Grumpy and Brooklyn Label. But when she's back in Franklin, she can never get a table. She remembers Luna Lounge where she passed out flyers for an underground band, Arcade Fire. Before Lena Dunham was successful and paid, Hipster Girl was on the L trying to find her way. Well, Hipster Girl grew up and got her.
Yep, so kind of a shitty 30-minute candle to open Asian session. So like I said, I think this hourly's gonna tell us where we go, so probably our best bet. Either hourly close above here would be good, or hourly close under here would be good, and then we're also, that would be the 4-hour close as well. So that is gonna be the play for the rest of the session. Hipster Mom is that fire.
with recycled wood chips and a Manhattan view. Because her Greenpoint sublet had to go. Bedford got too crowded and she'd seen enough shows. So she married a designer and moved to Park Slope. Found a nice brownstone and they took out a loan.
Hey, Adrian will pull that up.
All right, I'm gonna head off, you guys, but have a great session.
See you later. UJ looked really, really nice. I don't like that.
Did you hear Jessica had an elective epidural? It's like she doesn't even care about the health of her newborn. How basic.
34,820 down here ish. Yeah, seems like you could see some buys from down there. Yeah, Adrian, that looks good. I think that chart is, if you took that, that was a great trade.
Gold iPhone 6 clashes with her indigo aura?
I think it's me no more trades for the rest of the session, possibly. Might just range. And have to come back for a New York session. This is complete garbage now. Came up, broke everything to the left, so theoretically we should continue up, breaking this zone, and continue heading further up. The fact that we didn't, and we just created a wick and came back down. I think that we're gonna do a bit of this the rest of the session. That's my thoughts, chat. Yeah, there is usually one late push of volume. For me, it's 10ish Eastern Standard Time in about an hour and 15 minutes. But I think just the way the Asian Open happened, even with the last low push, it might just be a wick up. So I don't want to get caught in that. I'll be just laying back, relaxing into a New York session. I would agree to that, Omar. No need to go to a live account if you don't know how to manage your risk. I think starting with a demo account, you can perfect the technical analysis side, but the psychological side, the mental side, comes from trading a real account. Any recommendation what I should start a demo account on? I used to use Vantage. That's a broker I used. We'll see, Miracle, which way this already closes. We still got 15 minutes. We never know. We're still on the trade. Send a chart. Let's see where you entered, where your stop loss was. I would like to see that. Salam. I suck at pronouncing words in general. Strange productions, that has happened to me too, where I get overconfident and sometimes I over risk, but recently I've been staying disciplined and my risk has been managed. Yeah, GG is going up right now, but there is still 50 minutes left. We'll see how he closes the hourly. You never know what GG might just come right back down. I've seen GG make a move like the last minute where it reverses like a whole 2-minute candle. Yeah, if you go on TradingView, there's like a camera button where you click and you just copy like the last 5 or 6 digits and you can send them into the YouTube chat. You can't send a link for some reason. And that way, Paul can pull it up after he's done eating. Scott, you're in the sell trade, 135.282. Let me see where that is on the chart. $282. Did you enter once they close? A 30-minute candle close? Send a chart. I'd like to know why you entered. And what your thoughts is where this is going. Waiting for AU sell. I've never really looked at AU, but if you send a chart, I'd like to see your analysis on it. And I can let you know what I'm thinking, or Paul can let you know what he's thinking on it. My personal opinions for the session right now, I think is going to continue ranging. I'll say it once again, with the Asian Open, we had this wick up. With the surge of volume, we should have broken the zone to continue going up to the higher zones. The fact that we didn't and came back down, I think we're going to just move sideways for the rest of the session, possibly until London, but you never know. So I took a loss already, managed it. I'll be taking no more trades until New York session, unless I'm off for London. Because also the last little push that does happen in Asian, it's usually like a 10-15 pip push, nothing more. Sometimes there is, but usually nothing more. Strange productions. Before you even enter a trade, you should know where your stop loss is and where your target is. Because once, you should only move your stop loss up, if that makes sense. Like, don't give it, as like, if your stop loss is, like for a buy, if your stop loss is set at a certain point, only move it up, don't move it down. If you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to explain that in a different way, because I suck at explaining things. So always know where your stop loss is before you set a trade. Wutong, yeah. I agree with that. For myself, I'll wait for a breakout and a retest to see my trade, because I don't want to get caught in a fake out now. Yeah, only trail the stop once in profit. That is a good thing you can do. Never make it bigger. Never make your stop loss bigger once you have it set. Because it's gonna mess with the psychology. Because then they're gonna just keep moving in, and then all their funds are gonna disappear by then. You think we could look for a sell when it comes out of the range? Right now, I don't see anything. From myself, I would need a break below the range and a retest. So something possibly like a break up, retest, and then continue going further up. Which I don't think we're gonna. I'm gonna see an Asian session, or break down, retest, and going further. Obviously not that clean, but something like that. So I don't think we're gonna see an Asian session, but that's what I would be looking for. I agree. You can never be. I think you mean too young to be educated. I know Sharma's not here, but she started at a really young age talking about learning about stocks and everything like that. Like I think it was like 15 when I was talking to her. What's the benefits of trading Asian session? Less of volatility. Yes, but it's good, and like there's pros and cons to Asian session. Usually there's only like 1 or 2 moves at max, while in New York session there might be two, 3 moves. So it's like if you don't catch a move in Asian session, the first time usually you're not gonna catch it. So that's one thing in Asian session. So it's also, there's less volatility, but it's also sometimes harder to catch a trade. Who is speaking? I am a mystery man. I was thinking Paul's TP was a 4-wick fill. How come closing on a loss? I don't understand. I can't speak for Paul, but I'm pretty sure he closed early because he wanted like the 30-minute. He believed that the 30-minute candle he was on should have continued. The fact that he didn't, he closed early to manage losses. But I can't speak for Paul. How old is Paul, anyways? I'm not sure. You gotta ask him when he comes. I have no clue. In the 20s, I'll tell you that. Asian teaches you patience. Yes, Asian does. How long have you been trading? It depends. I've been trading demo for a while, but live, like a proper live account, I believe it was last year, November or August. Iron Man, you think Juju's gonna go up? Give it time. Yeah, no, I can see that. Like, if it goes up, it goes up. I'm not taking any trade no matter what, regardless of that. I'm gonna need a retest to be confident in my trade. Look at 2x on 15-minute, create a lower low. Let me see 15-minute. Let me pull it up on my chart. Oh, the top's create a lower low. Yeah, I do see that, but it's still stuck in a range for me. So that's my viewpoint on that. Man, looks like he's 40. No, Paul's not 40 years old. I know that for a fact. You're still in for a sell, Scott? I want you to send a chart, Scott. Scout, Scott. I want to see where you got in, what your analysis was. Just go on TradingView, click the camera button, and you can send in. We can pull it up after. Let's see what Gigi's doing real quick. Nothing much. Oh, man. Where's the chat go? I should start documenting more often in the stream. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Testing the trend line again. I don't use trend lines, but if it goes with the plan, that makes sense. Would you recommend a 1 to 50 leverage for a broker? Yes, I guess so. I've never used a 1 to 50 leverage, but I've used a 1 to 500 leverage on Vantage before, and now I'm on like a 1 to 100 or 1 to 150, something like that for FTMO. FX noon trader. Once Paul comes back, I'll get him to pull up this chart. I'll save it in Zoom. So once Paul comes back, he will see that. Yeah, once you see the camera, there's a link, and just copy the last low digit like all these guys are doing in chat. Salim. I'll save this in Zoom, and then once he's back, he can take a look at it. Yeah, Iron Man's on Zoom call right now. Have I realized when Forex closing market gets a bit of nonsense? I don't think it's nonsense. I typically don't try to take a trade when Forex closing or near for open, is because usually when a Forex closes, if it's going up, sometimes it likes to create the bottom wick and then continues further up. So that's why I never get in Forex close. Traders Zone gives you 1 to 500. Yeah, I believe I used Traders Zone once, but then it moved to Vantage. Traders Zone, I heard, is a good broker, and if they give you 1 to 500, that's wonderful for smaller accounts.
How's it going, Gerzat?
It's going good. I sent you a couple charts in Zoom that people wanted.
Okay. DJ, yeah. I don't know if this is a good idea, because this one already broke above and it still came back in. So unless this was earlier and we broke all no, we should have broke all this, or this is an old one.
Yeah, these are all the charts.
That idea was right, but it did break out and come back in, so maybe you exit that to manage it. So if you do get a second trade, you can end that one in profit. Versus this trade that you'd be in if you're still in it. Versus trying to hold it through a bunch of crap and just hoping it continues to go in your direction. You're better off to just avoid all that stress and worry and just get out with the smallest loss you can. And then if you get another trade, more than likely that one will play out and you make some money. Versus holding this one and like, well, hopefully we go up, when it's doing a bunch of stuff you don't want to see. First of all, when you see that, why do you even want to stay in the trade? You shouldn't want to stay in that trade. Then second, if you can minimize it and just wait 30 minutes to an hour, take another trade, whether it be probably the exact same idea, that one wins. Now you don't have to try and make back a full loss to get that one in profit. Made that a small loss. This one you just take it normal 1 to 1, 2 to 1, whatever you do, and you make money. You don't have to worry or hope that your trade is going to go in your direction when it starts doing things you don't want it to do.
Are those charts that you looked at? Those two? I sent you two. There were two, right?
Thought I pulled them.
Yeah, no, I was just asking in general.
No, I must have only pulled up. Oh no, that was the second one. Yep.
Okay.
You did hold. Yes, but it's having some sort of reaction in this area. So maybe, like I said, look to minimize that. Then make the next one count. 43 seconds till 4-hour close. Yep, exactly. Minimize the losses, then you don't have to worry about holding your winners super long so you can make back the losses.
Someone in Zoom asked me if you don't mind me talking, if you got nothing's going on. My experience on The steps to take to become a profitable trader.
Go ahead.
Okay, I suck at explaining things, so don't judge me.
No
One
promises.
couple things I would say start off by is first doing your research on the Forex market, figuring out what it is. Don't just jump in, try to and get caught in the scam of like signals or what's or these fake mentor gurus. Don't get caught in that. After you've done the research and like you kind of figured out your plan, I would recommend testing on demo first, the technical side, testing your strategy on demo first and seeing if you can get consistent wins with it. There's no strategy out there that is 100% consistent, because if there is, we would all be doing that. So you just have to find a profitable strategy for yourself. That some people swing, some people scalp, some people do Fibonacci, some people just trade price actions, and some people trade trend lines. Like for me, I'd only trade price actions. And after you figured out the technical side of your trading, I would say then open up a live account. Don't throw a bunch of money in there. Open up a small live account. The minimum deposit for me was 200 for Vantage, so I opened up a small live account and tested my strategy out on a live account with 0.01 lots, very small lots. And then but with that, one thing you'll realize is the psychological side will start playing in, and then your emotions will get the better side of you. So when you typically open up a live account, sometimes you do get bigger luck and you may win some, but the moment you lose some, it hits differently than if you're on a demo account, and then you realize that there is a bigger emotional side to trading, and that's one thing that you should look at to try to control right off the bat, because if you don't, you can just create bad habits. After trying to control the most of the psychological side, a couple of tips I would say is stick to one session. I stuck to Asian session because of my work and school and how I played out. That's the session I was able to be free the most. Understand one session completely before moving on to a new session. Once you understand one session, I also recommend doing only one pair, because each pair moves slightly differently. Like an example would be GA to GJ. GA gives bigger stop losses and bigger targets, while GJ gives smaller stop losses and smaller targets. So, while gold on the other side, it's a completely different beast that I have no clue how to understand. But so stick to one pair, stick to one session, and then just keep trying to practice. You're gonna blow accounts at the beginning because your mental side of psychology is gonna be messed up, because when you lose, you're gonna want to revenge trade and make it back. But try to understand this is a longer term plan and not a short term quick money scheme. I think a lot of us do come into this industry to sort of get rich quick scheme. I even came into the industry as of that, and because of that, I blew like 5 or 6 accounts, $200 accounts to smaller accounts. So don't look at it as that. I would say just trying to try to journal as soon as you can, because one thing I realized is the moment you start journaling and reviewing those trades, if it's staying up on a weekend or staying up on a day or the same day, seeing how what was a mistake and how you could have capitalized. Some days obviously there's a fake out and you can't really predict a fake out, I guess. So I haven't found a good way to predict a fake out, but sometimes there is. One second. And what was it saying? Oh yeah, keep journaling, and then after journaling, trying to figure out those mistakes, I would highly recommend using the live streams as a tool, seeing how more experienced traders trade, because they have more knowledge. They have lost more than you, because that's why they became profitable. Don't look at you losing as a negative thing. Look at it as a positive thing, in the way that you gotta learn from them. Because if you don't learn from them, you're gonna keep losing. You're gonna keep losing money. And then once you are more confident and comfortable in trading, the one session, the one pair, and those smaller accounts, I would recommend maybe putting in more money, like a bigger account, like a decent size account, and then moving forward. So it's like I went from like a $200 account, and then when I was comfortable with myself, I went to $1,000 account to make the step up, to test my psychological and my my mental side of trading. Even till this day, sometimes I struggle with my discipline, and I might overtrade or slightly over risk, and it is a constant thing you have to keep working at. So don't feel like don't feel like once you got it under control that you're good, and then you're gonna start becoming overconfident. And trust me, that's gonna bite you in the backside. I recommend not over trading less. I recommend there's this I know I got this from Wix Don't Lie. He posted on his Instagram. It was like 2 losses, call it a day. 2 losses, 1 win, or 1 loss, 1 win, call it a day. Some picture he posted on his Instagram. You guys can see that, and I follow that. So I mainly just do two losses, and after 2 losses, I don't take any more trades because the probability of me winning is going to go down. Also, if I don't ever trade now more than 3 trades a session. Even if all 3 trades were winnings, I don't take any more trades than 3 trades because I know the probability of taking another trade, the probability of losing is much greater than winning. Understanding risk management. I know it's harder to it's harder when you have a small account. You're only risking 1%, and you look at the money value. Don't look at the money value. That's one thing I want to quickly say. When you're trading, don't look at the money. Look more percentages or pips, because the moment you look at money, it affects you too mentally. So whenever on my MT4, my profit counter or whatever I have it set, it's always pips. It's never money, because at the end of the day, 10 pips is 10 pips, and if you can make 10 pips on a $200 account or like a smaller account, you can make 10 pips on $1,000 account. You can make 10 pips on a 10K account, 10 pips on a 100K account. So no matter what, if you're consistent making those 10 pips, it doesn't matter the size of the account, because once you eventually compound your account, you'll feel more comfortable with the amount you're making. So always stick to I would say percentages or pips, and do not use money you don't have in this market. I know a couple individuals, personally myself, that use money that they don't have, and then they throw it in the market and lose it. That messes up your psychology and mental side a lot. So please do not use your money that you don't have. Yeah, Iron Man is correct, because mental side is one of the hardest to master. You would think that the technical side of trading is the hard part, but no, it's actually the easy part. It's actually one of the easiest parts to understand the technical side and creating a plan. It's putting the plan into work and not breaking the rules. It's the hard part. The psychological side of trading is the hardest part to master. I'm still mastering it myself. I'm nowhere near as experienced as some of these guys like Wix Don't Lie, like Paul, or like Monty or Uncle Ted. I'm still or Iron Man, still trying to master my psychological side. So that's my view on how to become a profitable trader, I would say, if that helps at all.
Sounds good. Think about the buys, the break of the 30-minute high, stop under current candle. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Because if we look at the 4-hour, we didn't really go anywhere. So I think until this 4-hour gets below or above, then price isn't going to go anywhere. In 2-hour, we just draw a box around the body of this bearish candle. Price didn't really go anywhere. Maybe 20 pips. Yeah, 19.1. So we moved up and down 20 pips. So best bet, if anything, I think if we get a close under here, we see another lower low, lower high, we can take that down short. If we break above, I don't think we're gonna have the volume that not till London session. But if we do, we close above, maybe new high, new low, take it up. So that's what I would see. But for right now, there's really looking like no more trade for Asian, unless you hop into 1 minute, 5 minute, try to scalp something super small range, maybe try to grab like 2 to 5 pips. But why even risk trying to grab anything? We're only going up and down, not even If we look since we started, this was the start of Asian right here. We moved up 14.4 pips with Asian open volume, which was actually no volume, so. Like 5 green in a row? Nope. No. Our best bet is above here or below here. Damn. Yeah, we have, I think most of our gyms are open where I'm at. That's nice. See you later, Diego. Back tomorrow. There, filming. Yep, go ahead, Edwin. Send that. So, I just hang out for another 10-15 minutes. There's really no point to sit here and look at this if we're not going to try and actively take a trade, which I don't think we're going to be doing. Unless this is a very intense 18 minutes, but the intense 18 minutes should have been this Asian Open, what it should have been, but it wasn't. So volume should be dying out in the next 40 minutes. And the fact that this was our volume for this session should tell you exactly how awful these moves coming are going to be. So pre-London, it'll probably get a little better. Upward triangle trend to go downward. And the chart. How to be organized in labeling charts. I actually have a video on how to do all of that. So you go to the channel, go to the videos, and then scroll down, and you're gonna look for this one right here. There you go. That is how you journal. I go through how you can set this up, like weeks, your days, how to set up the individual card in terms of knowing what you're looking at, and then as well as how to go over and label all this and organize so we know. This was from 413, and I know I took a buy on this candle and we broke above this bearish candle here. So I go through all of that on how to organize everything that way. Because 413 was 3 months ago. And just the placement of everything and how it's organized. I know exactly what I did in this trade. Which is good, because then I know I'm not just guessing like, okay, maybe I did this. Like I know exactly. It was above this break here on this candle. Stop loss here. Target was up here. Traffic on the 30, so. Yep, that video will tell you everything about that.
Okay, Paul, I gotta head out. I know you're about to end it soon too, but peace out, everybody. Stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. The 8:30 central push. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens in 15 minutes. Like I said, it's got a lot of ground to cover to get into an area I like. Gotta go at least 10 to 15 pips to come into an area that I would do. I don't think that's gonna happen. Not sure what you mean. If I was going to sleep, I wouldn't be putting any trades in. So I'm not sure what you mean. McKinney, you gotta send a chart. You did not send any. Yep. See you later, TJ. See you tomorrow. Yeah, really don't. I mean, we'll see how everything else kind of moves. Looks like gold did end up breaking down. Might see us hit that 1805 or 1804.79 area. J, like it pushed up, created support, and is up now, but it's back into this resistance. So what happens? BA looks like we pushed up. UJ did kind of a little retest, and now it seems to be pushing up. Yeah, this one just did not look great. AU kind of fell through that support we had marked. This one looks like it had a really nice break. Bit of a retest. Build that wick. Maybe we push down to this area here. I think it's got some good potential too. USD kind of pulling all the USD pairs right now. Yep, looks like EA bounced off support to go up. Looks like every pair did move for the most part except GJ. GJ didn't move. Gold moved down. EJ had some nicer candles. BA, like it had a nice push off of support. UJ did a little bit of a fake out to go up. AJ, yeah, I mean, it did move down nice, but you don't want to trade into that mess. Looks like, I mean, CAD JPY, not really anything. But it looks like every other pair did move except GJ. Wow. I don't think we're going to see that 830 push like we normally do. I think if you're going to wait for something, your best bet would probably wait for buys. Maybe here. And then maybe see how we react at one of these two levels here. Maybe take a buy to continue daily pushing up, because it's not breaking above here yet. So we'll probably see London push it down a little bit, then maybe drive us back up. kind of fill this wick. Maybe continue pushing. We'll see, but right now, not a whole lot. I think we're just gonna call it here. There's nothing, no point in sitting here torturing ourselves for nothing. So that'll be it, and we'll be back tomorrow. Coming.